Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got a special video to play for you for my friend Marianne's 38th birthday today. So we're going to read this. So this book is for her. The Chipmunks Birthday Surprise from 1985. So let's get started. For weeks, the Chipmunks had been trying to think of a good birthday present for Dave Seville. They still hadn't decided, and his birthday was the very next day. "I have got it," shouted Simon. He ran into the kitchen just as Fyodor was putting a batch of muffins into the oven. "A calendar, or how about a new video game?" Alvin asked, as he sailed in on his skateboard. "Dave needs bacon dishes," said Fyodor firmly. But before they could argue about it, they heard Dave yelling in the next room. The chipmunk peeked into the living room. Dave was sitting on the floor, all tangled up in one of his tapes. "I have had it with this old tape recorder," affirmed Dave. "I should just throw it out." "Hey," whispered Simon, "let's get Dave a new tape recorder." But when the chipmunks emptied their pockets to count their money, all they found was one crumpled dollar bill, a rubber ball, or a rubber band, and a half-eaten sandwich. "We need some cash quick," said Alvin. "Now let me think." Meanwhile, Theodore had taken his muffin out of the oven. "Try one," he said. "It's my own secret recipe." Alvin and Simon each ate a muffin as they paced around the room, thinking. Theodore taped his foot impatiently, waiting for a compliment. Finally, he shouted, "Aren't these the best muffins you have ever tasted?" "That's it," cried Alvin. "We'll sell your muffins. Keep baking, Theodore. We'll be right back." Alvin and Simon ran to Smith's grocery store. Inside, Mr. Smith was putting cans on a shelf. "Try one of these muffins," said Simon, brightly. "They are the best in the whole wide world." "I don't know, boys," Mr. Smith said, frowning, but when he tasted the muffins, he began to smile. "Why, these are delicious," he said. "I'll take 50 dozen. Have them here tomorrow morning." Alvin and Simon rushed home to help Theodore with the bacon. It would take them all night to bake 50 dozen. "That's 600 muffins." "Wait," cried Theodore to Alvin. "That's too much flour." "Sorry," said Alvin. "We don't have time to measure." And he dumped the whole bag of flour into the batter. Then he tossed a spoonful of this and a fistful of that. And we better turn the oven up real high so they cook faster. "Oh no," wailed Theodore. "You're ruining my muffins." All evening, the kitchen was a flurry of flour and eggs and chipmunks. "Hey," shouted David over the banging of the pots and pans and oven doors. "What's going on?" And flat David had stuck his head in the door just as the egg went flying out. "We're baking muffins for the school bazaar," Simon said quickly, handing Dave a dish towel to wipe his face. "We'll make sure you clean up when you're done," said David. "I'm going to bed." Early the next morning, three very sleepy chipmunks was in Smith's grocery store, waiting for the first customer. "I'll try one," said a woman. Alvin offered her a sample, but he was so eager he dropped the muffin right on her toe. "Ow," she yelled. "These muffins are as hard as a rock." And she limped away. Theodore tried one. "Oh no, she's right. Too much flour, I told you, Alvin. If my cooking class ever finds out, I'll be ruined." "Sorry, boys," said Mr. Smith. The muffins will have to go. The chipmunks packed up their muffins and sat down on the curb outside. "The dumb muffin," grumbled Alvin. "Now we'll never be able to buy David that new tape recorder." He was so mad he tossed the muffin over his shoulder. A passing dog caught it in his mouth. "Woof," said the dog, asking for more. "She likes it," cried Alvin. "Maybe we can sell it. Maybe we can sell these to the pet store at dog biscuits." At the pet store, Mr. Winkle was not sure. "I'll tell you what, boy. If my dog Princess likes them, I'll buy them." Prince a fricky Afghanistan sniffed and turned up his nose, but Alvin was so desperate that he opened Prince's jar and popped a muffin into his mouth. Prince perked up and begged for more. "Okay, boys, you have got yourself a deal," and said Mr. Winkle, and he bought every single muffin. "Thanks," the chipmunks said, and they rushed off to buy the tape recorder. When the chipmunks got home, Alvin said, "I want this to be a real surprise," so they hid the new tape recorder in the old tape recorder case. Just then, Dave came into the living room. "I have had it with this piece of junk," he said, and threw the tape recorder out of the window. "Yikes," shrieked the chipmunk, and they raced outside. Fortunately, the tape recorder had just landed safely in the bush. Dave came outside. "Why are you guys so worried about that old thing?" he asked. "Here's why," said Simon, and he pulled the brand new tape recorder out of the old case. "Happy birthday," the chipmunk sung. "A new tape recorder," said Dave. "You boys are terrific." And he gave them all a big hug. "Let's go celebrate," said Dave. "Hey, Theodore, how about baking us a fresh batch of your favorite muffins?" "Oh no, anything but muffin," moaned Theodore, and Alvin and Simon was laughing so hard they couldn't even answer. So that was the chipmunk birthday surprise for my friend Mary Ann's 38th birthday today. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We have another video coming out real soon.